Okay, in the last session we discussed about strings and string formatting. We saw different string formatting methods. Concatenation is the one conventional method. Then we saw we can use uh, insert something using percentage %s, and then we also noticed that there are other options like percentage %s, percentage %r, which is representation form in which even the quotation marks are included, and then we also noticed percentage %d, and also we saw format method, dot format method, and f method as well, which is introduced in Python 3.6. In this session we are going to discuss lists. Unlike strings, they are mutable, meaning the elements inside a list can be changed. In this section we will basically learn about creating list, indexing and slicing list, basic list method, and nesting list, introducing to list comprehension. And basically lists are constructed with the brackets like this and comma separated every element in the list. So let's go ahead and see how we construct list. So let's just print this. So I'm defining my list here by 1 2 3, and that's how I'm gonna print it. So let's just run. So you can see that's how we can print our list. um, so it's a integers. This list contains only integers, but we can also include strings as well, or different data types. So let's, for example, let me just comment this one, uh, and let me just unprint this one. Okay, so you can see a string, integer, floating number, and then a character. So yeah, we can include anything in the list. Just like strings, the length function will tell you how many items are in sequence list. So we can also find out that um, you can just simply write sorry. Okay, and here. So now it will tell you how many items are there. So it's 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. um, Indexing and slicing. um, Indexing and slicing were just like in strings. Let's make a new list to remind. Okay, so we have a new list 1 2 3 4 5, and then we can grab the first element, print my list 0. So the list, okay, the you should remember that in Python we start with 0 instead of 1. So yeah, that's indexing. So start with 0. 0 means 1 here. At 0 location this is 1, and then we can also accept everything. So here we say grab index 1 and everything past it. So it's like start from 1 down to all. So you can print it like this: 2 3 4. If I say start from 2 to all, then it will be 3 4 5. Yeah, that's correct. If I will put 0 to all, then obviously it will be print all of it. Okay, so if I want to grab everything up to some point, so let me just comment this one, control plus slash forward slash. So if I want to grab and up to 3, so 0 1 2 3, so the 5 will be missing. Okay, 1 2 3. Okay, up to 3, so it includes 0 also. 1 2 3. Okay, so if I say I want to include up to 2, up to 1, 1 only. So it says start from 0 down to 1, so the 1 is not included. Okay, so we can also use plus sign to concatenate list, just like we did for string. So here my list plus new item. So this is concatenation, new item, and obviously this does not change the original list. You can print it, and this one is as it is. This is the concatenation. um, if you want to reassign this, then you have to define it like this, and then it will be changed permanently. So for example, now it is add new permanently. Okay. All right. Mm, okay. Mm, all right. Okay. So this is reassigning, so we can also use, where is that my list? Okay, so I can also multiply it. So as you can remember that by multiplication it will be printed twice. So let's just try 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5. I will comment this one for clarity. So 1 2 3 4 5, and then again 1 2 3 4 5. If I have to repeat 3, then this will be printed 3 times. Again 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so basic list methods are so if you are familiar with another programming language, you might start to draw parallels between arrays in another language and list in Python. List in Python, however, tend to be more flexible than arrays in other languages for two good reasons. They have no fixed size. So for example, in C++ array, we have to have the fixed size of arrays. Although they're now in the latest version, we can do this by auto generation. So anyways, and we have other, okay, that's but anyway, the latest C++ does not have this flaw anymore. So anyhow, so create a new list. Let's do this. And let me just uncomment this one. All right, and use the append method. We have different methods append, in which we can append something after this. So it's like adding something after 3, like this. And then we have pop method. It takes out the 0 indexed item. So 0 indexed is 1, so it will take it out. Print, okay, 0 item is 1, so it has taken out. Now the list is again only 2 3 and append me. You can check 2 3 and append me. Other available method is you can assign the popped out method like this, and then print popped item, obviously, like this, append me. Okay, if you only use just pop method, list1 dot pop, then it will by default take out the last item, like this, append me. All right. Okay, so only append me is taken out. Now you can see the list which is remaining. So this one, now append me is removed, so now you have only 1 2 3. Okay. Okay, so if you try to index something like which is not for which this list does not have that place, then it will definitely throw an error, obviously. So for example, if I want to access 100th element, which is obviously not the length of the array, so it will throw an error. Okay, list index out of range. So you need to be careful about that it is you are accessing the right element, which is part of that list. So we can also sort. This sort method is also available here. So print new list, and then we can reverse the order. Let's first just print this. Let me just first comment this one. All right, now we have new list. Print new list A E B. Now let me reverse the order. New list dot reverse, so it will reverse the order. C B X E B, so A here, E here, X here, B here, C here. And then we have sorting, obviously. New list dot sort, So A, B, C, E, X, so it will sort automatically. And we have other okay, now we have we also may have a nesting list. Nesting list will become matrices. So let's discuss this also. A great feature of Python data structure is that they support nesting. This means we can have data structure within data structure. For example, a new list, for example, inside a list. Let's see how it works. So let's make this work. So this is list 1, 2, 3. We have 3 lists. Okay. Now we can make the matrix, and then we can print it. So this one becomes matrix, and then you can say there is a list inside the list. So this one is the list, the second list, this is a third list. First, second, and third. Inside this list, there are other further lists. So this becomes matrix. Again, we can access the matrix object like this. So zeroth will be 1, 2, 3, and we can access the zeroth row and zeroth, we can access the zeroth element and the zeroth element, zeroth element of that list, and then zeroth element of that list. So for zeroth of zeroth element. So this is 1. And yeah, that's all about lists. I hope you would have enjoyed. Not so difficult, but good for basics. Thank you.